Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Josie Waite and I'm here at Sibos 2017 in Toronto, and joining me is Adshead-Grant and Frederic Viard from Bottomline Technologies, and we're talking about payment security. Thank you both very much for joining me.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Ed, we know you have been doing some drop-in clinics around customer security program. What are you hearing, and is everybody ready?
Well, it's always interesting when you do drop-in clinics. You never know what to expect. So we've had a whole range of people dropping in this week. It covers the Americas, Africa, European banks, some fintechs, and also Asia Pac dropped in. So it's been quite an interesting window of what's happening on the CSP program in particular, the Customer Security Program. And I have to say, some people we had to explain the acronym to. They weren't quite so ready, and others are completely on top of the new mandate. So a whole range, and probably the biggest thing that I picked up and what I heard is this is more compliance, it's more cost. So when some of the guys were shaking their heads, they weren't disagreeing with what we were saying, they were just saying, we've got more budget we need to put towards compliance. And that opens up the whole outsourcing question. It raises another business case for them. Do they carry on with compliance in-house as these mandates and regs keep rolling? Or do they look at doing their SWIFT payments through service bureaus and other models to redirect their money away from compliance? So it's been an interesting week.
Frederic, where do you think payment security is going next?
So the SWIFT CSP is a very good start, but it addressed the SWIFT network. I think these cyber protection will become multi-network. So we will have to protect not only the SWIFT flows, but also the other flows. I think there is another point which is very important, is about information sharing. We see that these cyber cases most of the time are cross-border, cross-companies, and we will need to share information to make the community informed about these type of threats. Of course, you will need also to help people to consume this information. I think another point is around the API. So we see that the landscape is transforming with a new way of paying and getting paid. And this will provide new challenge, and we will have to address the challenge to cover security in this environment. The last point is definitely around artificial intelligence. So we are now in a position where we can more predict that will happen. We have machine learning facilities, we have predictive things, and we can expect to move from a world where we are in detect and respond towards something which is more predict and adapt.
Given the range of topics discussed at Sibos this year, beyond payment security, what are your key takeaways from the conference?
Sibos this year has been extremely rich in terms of themes which has been addressed, and they have been very well articulated. I think the most important one, again, is around artificial intelligence, the move towards the API, the more transparency between the various players in the payment chain, such as the GPI initiatives, and definitely the cyber threat, which is a key topic for all of us.
Ed, your thoughts?
I think that the biggest takeaway this year is technology. Technology can create trust. So just a year ago, I was hearing quite a bit about trust. Trust is important in payments, absolutely. But I think some of the conversation was a little bit about you can trust the banks. The banks have done it for a long time, and it almost was a place where trust became inertia from doing change and speeding up what has to happen. I think now a lot of technology is accepted. We look around, yes, we've got Bottomline Technologies, there's Microsoft, we see cloud providers here for the first time with AWS. Everyone's coming together with trusted technology to move the whole industry forward to where a great experience can be promoted in payments, but it's trusted. And I think that's what I'll take away.
That's great, thank you. Ed, Frederic, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for watching.